make sure that the maps are set up right, because there's no sense waiting until next week to do that.
All right.
Okay, let's bring you over to encounter map 1.
Mm-hmm. You do not own any token with vision in this scene.
Yeah, just give me a second. We go to scenes.
Begin in darkness.
Just don't attack the darkness. She's evil.
Well, it's a low magic world, so I can't exactly cast magic missile into darkness.
True.
I can swing my axe at it, but I don't think that's going to help.
Just give me a second here to make sure all of this is correct. I run another game, and yeah, me and the one guy who did show up went through to make sure everything was right. Okay.
I still think it's funny that I randomly rolled up a guy who's essentially about the same fucking size and weight that I am in real life. Hair and eye color are completely different, though.
Yeah, that's fine. Okay, you should see the map now.
I see nothing, but it may be my screen trying to catch up. I don't know. I don't see anything yet.
I'm hoping that's it.
I don't know. It says it's paused. Does that mean anything? I don't know.
Do I need to put a token down there to see anything? Is that something I need to do? I mean, what's... I still have blackness. Blackness. Oh. Hmm. Ah. No, I see something. I see part of a map. I see the bottom part of a map.
Okay. I have to turn the vision on for you guys.
I think I'm just not centered on the map for whatever reason. I don't know how to do that.
I have you down at the bottom. You should be able to move your token that's down about bottom center.
Okay, I see him. I see him. I just don't see beyond a certain point. Unless I draw all the way back. Even then, there's still part of it that's not visible.
How about now?
I'm still showing to the right and mostly to the top. It's like
So
this.
if you zoom out, like zoom out of the page itself, you could like see more. Like,
Well, I could see more, but it's still not centered. Um, so there is still part of the map that is cut off by the top by the toolbar line.
Okay. If you want to move the map around, just anywhere on the map, right click and hold,
Right.
and it
And
drags the map.
oh, okay.
Drag the map around.
That makes so much more sense. Now, awesome. Thank you. That's what I
And your
needed to
scroll
know.
wheels, the scroll wheel on your mouse is zoom in and out.
Right, and that's what was the. I was trying to figure out how to move the map around on my screen. Okay, the dragging it where I needed it. That was the thing I needed to know how to do.
Okay.
Sweet.
So you should be able to see the whole map at the current moment.
Yep. Can indeed.
Now you should only see part of the map that's lit up around you.
Okay. Well, there's also like a small spot like above and beyond, like over by a couple of bushes and rocks that I can see too.
Okay. 5, 10, 15, 20. Okay, I'm going to need to turn Twitch on.
See what I'm looking
That's the
at?
thing. Because
Yeah.
I see something completely different.
Right.
And I have yet to figure out how to actually open up 2 instances of the game.
Yep.
Could do that with Roll20, no problem.
Quite often I have Roll20 open up into 2 different games on 2 different computers on my profile. It's just a regular thing that I'll have one game that's open in here in my at my desk in my bedroom, and then one that's open on the laptop in the living room. God, I just realized that sounded incredibly first world.
Didn't it?
Ladies and gentlemen, I assure you I am nowhere near as rich as that sounds. Both of these computers are older, and kind of the laptop in particular is a bit of a piece of shit now, so please don't feel some great sense of envy. I'm not quite as privileged as that sounded. I'm maybe like an eighth of that privileged at best.
oh no, I figured out you can move with just the arrow keys.
Yeah.
Well, I saw you going around. I was
Okay,
just
I
like,
know that. I see what you're seeing now. That one circle you're seeing above, I
yeah.
accidentally dropped the light source there earlier.
Oh, okay. Just, I was trying to figure that out. You're like, you should be able to see around you. I'm like, well, I can see around me, but I can also see this other thing. um, yeah.
Also, as you move around, you'll see a lighter gray area, like a grayed out area. It memorizes where you've been.
Huh. Okay. Yeah, I saw your icon. I saw if I go past this icon moving all over, and I was like, oh, great. So I'm just imagining that Isabella is just running around Yorick in circles, like, wee!
Maybe.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Okay, you should see a dark and a light circle around your character.
Yep.
I've set the map to nighttime, and this represents what you see at night.
Okay. So we are traveling at night. What the fuck are we doing traveling at night? We're just a couple of.
I don't know. I'm showing you some of the features that can be done with this.
I get you. Like, we're just like, hey, we're just these serfs running around in the middle of the night. Nope, we don't care if there's wolves out there.
Wolves, bandits, and who knows what
Bandits,
else.
who knows?
I don't know. I'm thinking a sheep ran off and we're chasing it down from the farm. I don't know.
That's a possibility.
Goddamn sheep. Why aren't we putting them in fences? Oh, I guess we can't afford fences, so yeah.
Okay, and the map should be back to completely visible. There we go.
Yep. See?
So a few other things that can be done with this. You start seeing raindrops.
Saw that. Well, that makes it feel like feudal England right there. It's raining. I mean, Jesus.
There you go. It's snowing.
And now it feels a little bit more like feudal Denmark. Well, maybe not. I don't know. I don't know how green Denmark is. I can't
More
qualify
like,
that.
maybe more like Scotland.
Right, Scotland. That was my first choice, and then I don't know why I moved to Denmark. I know more about Scotland than Denmark, and I don't know shit about Scotland either. So
This is probably my least favorite special effect. It's the falling leaves. Because it's just weird. I don't know.
oh
Be
my
good if I
god,
had
it's
an
autumn.
Yeah, it'd be good if I had an autumn map. Okay.
The leaves have fallen.
Turn those off. So you should have on the upper left, you see where the anvil is?
Upper left, where the anvil is. Yep,
Very upper
there's
left
a
of your...
yeah, where there's a D20 in the middle of it.
Yeah. So below it, you should see what looks like a little upper part of a guy. Well,
Oh, the guy underneath it, yeah, the basic controls.
underneath him should look like a 90-degree ruler.
Yep, measurement controls.
And I think it should just what looks like a flag at the bottom. I don't think you see any of the other controls.
No, I see a drawing tool. I see a measure distance. I see a select targets, and I see the journal.
Okay.
I also see select tokens.
Yes. So the most common thing that you'll use is when you're highlighted on the little fella, you have your select target, your select tool, your select target, and the ruler. Those are the most common things you'll be using.
Target and well, considering I'm predominantly melee, I'm
Yeah. So you'll always want to get too engaged.
pretty much. That be the goal, since I'm a guy with a hand axe.
Yeah. So if you hover over your token, right-click it, you'll see 3 little things on each side.
I see 3 on one and 2 on the other.
Okay.
Assign
Which side has?
status, toggle combat state on one side, and then on the other, I've got like a number, a 0, or and then a
Okay.
wheel and a target.
Okay. So that. Okay. So the little icon that looks like it has an aura around it.
Yeah,
That's your
the
status. That's adds effects to your character.
status effects. Yep.
Yeah. The combat one puts you into a combat state.
Okay.
Targets like anything else. The little cogwheel, just like any other cogwheel in any other game. That's your settings for the
Mhm.
token. And then the number is your elevation in feet that you are
Okay.
up. And when you put that in, it factors in your height as well for distance.
Okay.
So if you're trying to aim up, it makes it harder. You try to aim down, well, you got the advantage.
Okay. So, like when you're using a ranged weapon, that's going to be real important,
Yeah, it takes into effect elevation.
which is something that typical D&D doesn't really spend a lot of time with.
Right.
All right. Let's see. That looks like. Oh my god. Those are also tiny. I have to move
Yeah.
where I can see them better.
Well, and you can zoom in on your character for some of this.
Right. I'm just kind of looking at what the statuses are. Blind, deaf, silenced, afraid, corroding, shocked, frozen, burning, bleeding, diseased, poisoned, radioactive. Gotta watch out for that radiation, man. You never know when that Black Knight is carrying a nuke. Empowered,
Yeah, they're all
degeneration,
default.
degeneration. Oh, I get that. I'm just kind of laughing about it. I just think it's hilarious that it's there.
Oh, yeah.
Mm,
You know, if you're playing like in a post-apocalyptic fantasy,
Right. No, I
well, the
get you.
radiation somewhere.
No, I got you. All right.
Okay. So you got the little hot bar down at the bottom left there beside where our names are.
Yep. So like the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, etc., etc.
Yeah. Yeah. So we're going to set up a few things in there, and this is for each of you. First thing you want to do is go to your skills tab, find initiative, and pull it into the hotbar.
Skills. Initiative. Oh, there it is. And then I'm going to drag that down to 1, right? That sounds good to me.
Yeah.
All right. So is this setting this up like a typical like multiplayer RPG with this hotbar stuff?
Something like that.
Because it seems like a familiar kind of thing. I mean, I'm
Yeah.
not complaining. I mean, it seems to make a bit sense for the way this system is set up, but just kind of like,
Yeah.
huh, is that what that's doing? Because I'm familiar with that.
Yeah, it's basically setting up. Basically, you can set up anything in there that you want to just go click and
Okay.
not have to look through your sheet.
Okay. Yeah.
So the next thing you want to do is go to the combat tab.
Combat tab. Yep.
And you want to pull down any weapons you're going to use
Oh, clearly. Hand
and
axe.
any shield you might have.
Okay,
So when you
select.
pull it,
Hold on, select weapon macro, automated combat, attack, defend, damage. What is that all about?
you want automated macro.
Automated combat? Okay.
Yeah, the automated combat.
Okay,
So what
awesome.
that's going to do is when you go and target someone and attack them,
Yeah.
it's going to start doing all the calculations.
Alright.
But what's also going to happen is the person you're attacking, whether it's an NPC I'm running or say you want to attack Isabella, they're going to get a response. What are you doing in defense?
Right. And
And it
then,
pulls up everything that you can use for defense. Once they click that, it calculates everything. It tells you if you hit, you miss, what the damage is, and the severity.
right. And then I assume when I pull my round shield down, I want to put automated in there as well. Or do I want to put
Yes.
defend? Okay, automated. Okay, good.
Nope. Automated as well, because you can use a shield either to attack or defend.
Okay, awesome. So there's that. What next?
Okay, that should be set up. We don't need to worry about spells or any
Right,
type of rituals because neither one of these are either a Shapakri or a priest.
right.
So really, first let's get a taste of combat going.
All right. Do we need to put, is dodge a thing that we need to, or need to, or would be a good idea to put down there?
It doesn't have to go down there because that will always be one of your options in the automated combat.
Okay, all right. So, all right, that's fine. I just want to
So
know
I'm
what.
going to bring this. Yeah, I'm going to bring this little brigand down.
Okay.
That way you can zoom it.
All right.
So I'm just going to. Hopefully, this will let me do this without having to. So I've targeted you. I'm actually going to try to hit you with my sword.
Okay.
Hold on, it's giving me an issue here. That's what I forgot to do. That.
What's that?
Assign the character actually to me. Well, that just makes it silly.
Well, you know, whackety schmackety.
Yep.
So I've started playing Assassin's Creed Valhalla. That game is. I haven't gotten very far, but that game is different. I mean, it's exactly what you expect in terms of the mechanics and combat,
Yeah.
and gameplay. But there's certain things that you don't have that you have to level up into. You have to skill up into that you took for granted in previous games. Things like marking your opponents when you're like stealthing around.
Now, do you see something where it tells you to 2 versus 1? Oh my. Okay, does anyone in the chat channels, anyone see where it says either dodge, block, counter strike, or ignore?
Yeah.
Is that for both of you or for one?
I don't know, but whenever I try to roll an attack, it tells me it's asking me buckler or whip.
Yeah, for some reason it asked me the same thing. Counter strike.
And I have no idea what that's even how or why or what or when.
Is that because that's what we're you? Well, I have a buckler and a whip.
I know, that's why it's confusing, because it's giving me the options
Yeah.
that for you and not the options for me. Because I use a hand axe and a round shield.
Yeah, which is interesting. I'm going to try this again.
Your controlled character does not have a weapon called hand axe or gear. Controlled actor does not have a weapon. Tokens linked to this actor on the canvas. What do you mean there are no tokens linked to this actor? Am I not linked to my token somehow?
Checking that out right now. Hello.
It's acting like it's. I don't know what it's doing.
Dang, he won.
Scott, you're allowed to do this.
Yeah, I don't know how mine's different.
Yeah, okay. Anyway, wow.
You know, hold on.
This is
You know
She
what?
just got injured.
You know what? Let me try something here.
No, that was actually, if you look at the last thing, which is the injury one, if you look at the name, it's not you. It's the brigand.
Oh, okay.
So the brigand actually got injured.
Oh, cool. So I'm winning. Good.
But we got to figure out why I'm having trouble attacking you guys, and it keeps showing up as Isabella.
And why I can't even, why it keeps telling me that I don't have a selected token. So I'd, hmm.
Okay, I can roll normal off the character sheet. Is this not pulled down right?
I don't know. I did the whole profile thing and the target select, and then I selected the dude, and then was like, hit the button at the bottom, and it did that whole thing.
Yeah.
Select token, target.
Well, I first did
Still,
it when I was like clear up there, and it was like, oh, there's nobody within range for you to attack. It's like, fine, I'll move then.
let's see, it doesn't, let's see. Select token. Okay, select token. Okay. Go to target. Target him. And now it's saying no target selected. Okay, first off, select him. And him.
Yeah, it's
Your
still
controlled
selected
actor
to
does
you.
not. Yeah, and your controlled actor does not have hand axe, and
Well,
it's
ladies and
listed in our
gentlemen,
gear.
this is just a whole lot of fun. We're trying to figure out the technical difficulties of this all.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, at least if anybody's watching, they might learn something or another from listening to us try to figure this out. Let's select that token. Right? Exit controls. Select token. Alright. Select target. And then. Right? Nope. Still telling me I don't have a weapon and or gear named hand axe. I don't know why. Because it's still acting like when I try to attack something, it's still acting like either I don't have the gear I say I have, or that. Let's try this. Um. Okay. There are no tokens linked to this actor. So, no tokens linked to this actor. Wow. Hmm. How is it not showing that I have the weapons I have? No action. Back. So, toggle on. Target. Oh, hey. Brand attack with hand axe. Okay.
I was playing in the river.
You're playing in the river? Okay.
That's okay.
Well, I don't know what changed, but somehow it recognized that I have a hand axe and that what the hell the deal was there. Come back. I get it. So do I have to do that again? Link to this actor. Okay. Alright. So target him. Alright. Tokens linked to this actor. Okay. Wow.
Okay, so I'm looking at the combat tracker, and that is the little fist that's in the upper right. So it's saying Isabella goes first for fighting. Goes first in the round.
So I whipped this dude.
Yeah.
You broke?
You broke your whip.
Oh, for pity's sakes.
Not good.
Now it should be my turn. Okay, so I attacked you. You tried to defend with the buckler. You got a marginal failure. I got a critical success. That means I win. And when it calculates on the chart, it's saying that 6 plus 5 plus 2 is 13. So I done a base of 13 damage on your
So there's
character.
an option to calculate 2 injuries.
Yeah, calculate 2 injury. So what that actually means is injury level 2.
And you're a bleeder. And it's a face injury. They got you in the face.
The injurer is bleeding. Blood loss must be manually recorded.
You just took a falchion to
Hit.
the face.
There is no injury. There's no armor on the area it hit.
So what is this shock roll? Do we do that?
Yeah. So now you roll the shock roll.
Ow.
You failed the shock roll. You are now
Ow.
unconscious.
Oh,
and
shit.
lying on the ground.
Not good.
Wow.
Yeah, that's how quick it can go.
Ah, shit. Not good at all. You took a falchion to the face and went.
Well, it aimed mid. I'm trying to figure out where the hell he hit. Oh, face injury. Oh.
Yeah, that's what it said. Yeah, face injury too.
Yeah. So
Uh,
there's a whole chart that goes by each of your armor point places. And you can either aim high, mid, or low. Mid covers like the whole gambit. You could hit anywhere on the body. High is up, like waist up, and then low is like chest down. But it did a grievous 4. So if you look at your character sheet there, Scott, and you go to combat, did it actually put it? Did it record the damage? I just got to figure out where it's recorded the injuries. It did not add the injury.
Pretty face is damaged.
Just a little.
So what's the BEPF thing? One of those should have been modified because they're all zeros now. I don't know what it was before, but my face is all zeros.
They're all
Yeah.
zeros for me too. We don't have any armor on our faces.
You actually don't have armor directly on your face. So when you put on like what's the armor you have on your head?
It's a little cloth thing. I don't remember.
Like
Hood.
a cloth cap?
Probably,
Yeah.
probably a
Okay,
hood
so
or
that only
yeah.
protects your skull. It does not protect your face, it does not protect your neck. Those have no armor on it, so that's why you took the full damage into that area. Because your head's broken down in the skull, face, neck. So you need armor on all of them. The only way to do that is to...
Yeah, you look at it too, and we don't have armor on our arms. I don't have any armor on my arms at all.
Yeah, tunics
Or my hand.
Tunics do not protect arms. tunics only come about halfway down your upper arm, so they don't really offer any protection. You need something like a surcoat or a gambeson, or you need the actual plate, the individual armor parts that you'd find either in the Kerbal leather or in the plate armor.
Yeah, and I notice our arms are broken down too, like upper arm, elbow, forearm, and hand. So upper arms we do have some protection from the cloth, but the rest of the arm no.
Yeah, so the rest of the arm is all exposed. Now the trade-off, if you want to put armor into that protection, you add weight. Weight, when it hits a certain point, will add more to your physical penalties.
Well, I'm unconscious on the ground. Your turn.
All right. So no, I have no permission to call brigand whatever. I know I don't have control to permission to control him. I'm not trying to select him. I'm trying to target him. Cancel my combat status. That's what's going on here.
Yeah, so you need to reactivate your combat status.
Uh, There's that. There's that. 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 Now it's telling me I don't have any tokens linked. Wonderful. One of these days I will figure this out. Me. Here. Combat status.
So
Combat.
on the left side up there, you select the little dude head and then the little target select, and that allows you to select the enemy and then do the roll or do the number for the attack. I got number 3.
It's actually not letting him because it's the brigand's turn.
I see. But didn't the brigand just attack? It attacked,
Yeah, so hold on. Now it's your turn. I have to advance the combat tracker.
aha! You were tricking me. Nobody tricks you like that.
I got many tricks up my sleeve, but
There we go. Aha! Alright.
select counter strike. So I'm actually going to attack you at the same time.
Alright. Counter strike or block.
Yeah. So you did a marginal failure on your initial attack. My counter strike did a marginal failure. So we blocked it. It's like both swords hit each other.
Okay, so I blocked his sword with my axe, and he blocked my axe with his sword. Okay, I get that.
Yeah.
Oof. Alright. And initiative, huh? Okay.
Now, if you notice, Scott, if you go to the actual combat tracker, which is the fist, in the upper right, and you bring it up,
Terrible.
now drop to 27.
Did what on the 27?
Your initiative is now down to 27.
Oh. Because I'm unconscious. I can't do anything.
Right, so we just go to the... So it goes back to the brigand.
Let's see. Look at what my skills are. What am I going to do better at? Dodging or blocking? Shield or counter strike. Let's counter strike. Ow, that was bad. That was not good.
You see where it says fumble roll? You click on that.
Wow, we suck, dude.
But you succeeded. You do not drop your axe.
I have a feeling that we want to try to
And it's now
solve.
your turn.
Oh, and it's now my turn. Okay, so this. That wasn't any better than what I rolled last time, I don't think.
Note in a second. So you scored a critical success.
I did.
You scored a
Yay!
marginal failure. So you do a total of 10. Let's see what the brigand's injury is.
Thorax. So I hit him in the thorax.
Yeah, basically, yeah, you hit him in the chest.
Huh.
That's what the
Alright.
thorax is the chest. They use the anatomically medical term.
Right.
Kind of strange for a game.
No, I got you. And I was like, I was just playing with the word thorax because I like the fact that they're like, you hit him in the thorax. What are we, bug people?
And I made my shock roll, so I'm still standing. And it's like, ow.
Right. And I take it we do initiative again here.
Yeah, when I advance the combat tracker, it does it automatically.
Oh, okay.
But I gotta see if it actually applied the injury. Yes, it did this time. Okay. So all my... When it applies the injury correctly, it also adds to penalties to your character. So you can still be standing, you can still be fighting, but it gets harder and harder until eventually you just pass out.
Right. Battle fatigue becomes a thing.
Yes. Now there is one level above Grievous, and it's kill.
Okay.
Very few weapons actually can achieve it, but if they do, it's an automatic kill. There is no resurrection in this game.
Right.
You die. End of story.
All right.
But poor Isabella, according to the injury she got, she's also bleeding out. So she eventually needs to get help.
Right.
Or she will be dead.
Which is something I cannot do with a bandit standing in my face.
Now, if you actually look at the combat tracker,
Hmm.
York is now ahead of the Brigand.
Okay.
The Brigand has more of a penalty because
All
the
right.
penalty does add to your initiative.
All right. Cannot perform that action
We
at this
skip
time.
Isabella because she's going, and now it's your turn.
Okay. See how that worked. See what happened this time. Ooh. Counter Striker strikes me for
And I
15.
strike you.
Yep.
We both strike each other.
All right. So,
So under your attack result, you calculate the damage that happens to me, and then I calculate the damage that happens to you.
all right. So I'm calculate one injury, and that's a
Oh, that's 3, so severity 3.
and I got to make
My
both a
left forearm. This is on the bandit. Oh,
Okay.
this is on you.
Oh, this is on me.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's
So
on you. For some reason, it's not taking your names. It's just saying you're number 1.
failed my fumble
So you
roll,
drop your axe. Now you roll your shock roll,
and I roll my
and you
shot.
pass out.
We now have nothing. This bandit has just taken us for everything. Because I'm out. We are back to square one with nothing.
He drops his falchion,
Okay.
and he passes out.
So, likely what happens here is, unless a good Samaritan comes along, Isabella bleeds out and dies, and it's up to whichever
And
one
we,
of us wakes up first to see who fucking robs who.
yeah. So this gives you an idea what combat can really be like.
Fucking great. Oh, I got a feeling that we really needed a bigger group for this.
Well, it's not that you need a bigger group. I was gonna use the skills to, like the skill rolls where it was the 4d6,
Right.
which would have put your stats up higher, which then makes it easier for you to do
Well, see,
stuff like combat.
I opted to do that for my physical skills, but I didn't do it for my mental skills. I did the 3d6 on my mental skills. I think Psychopathic did it straight 3d6 across for everything.
Yeah.
So
But like also you guys are basically farmers.
right,
This is a proper brigand.
yeah,
So he's a little more set up to fight.
exactly.
Now, if we had 6 farmers, one brigand is not going to survive.
Well, yeah.
Like a farmer might get really hurt, might even die, but you're going to kill the brigand.
Be funny as if the brigand's buddies come around and look and go, "Well, I guess we'll steal his shit too."
Basically,
he's down. He's not gonna need it. I mean, shit. Fuck it. All right. Yeah. So that's how that works.
so I'm going to go into your characters.
Oh no.
And I'm going to remove the injuries.
Okay. Yay.
Good. I got my whip back. It's not broken.
Yeah, basically that stuff's back. We're not going to worry about, the if it's broken or not. You got all your stuff back. So I've put an archer in the field.
Okay. Well, we're gonna have to get close. That does bring up an interesting point. We never talked about what movement rate is.
Okay, on your character sheets, and it'll be at the very top. There is an area that says move.
Yep, mine says
It's right
0 out
below
of
your
0.
shock index.
Yep, mine says 0 out of 0.
We can't walk. We're like infants.
So that number that goes in the very right box is equal to your agility.
Agility. Okay, so I need to find the agility. Is it going to be my max agility or is it going to be adjusted for gear?
You put in your max agility and then it automatically adjusts.
So,
Yeah, 'cause mine moved down to 8 after I put the 9 in that other spot.
alright. Yeah, so I'm showing 13 of 15. Okay, that's that. Alright, I got it.
Yeah.
Sweet.
So it's factored in your gear. That's how many hexes you can move in a round. So that's your move. And that's considered what they call a jog. And anybody can jog for however long they want. You can go at a walking pace, which then doubles that.
Right. Just walk at somebody while they're firing arrows at you. Haha, like I just don't care.
Yeah. Now there's also run and sprint. Run, if I remember correctly, is twice. Hold on. No, walk's your move, then the jog. Run, you can do twice your distance. Walk is Walk is half a jog. Jog is your normal movement. Run is 2 times your movement, and sprint is 3 times your movement. Okay. And on the combat page, you have endurance. If you sprint, that's how many rounds you can sprint before you get fatigue. Or if you run, that's how many rounds you can run before fatigue. If you sprint, it's half that.
Okay.
And I will set up journal entries in here that sort of explains all that out for you so you don't have to try to remember it all the time. It'll be there for you.
All right. Now, what is the trade off if we run or like whatever? I mean, do we obviously we're going at a higher, movement rate or going farther or whatever, but what is the trade off on that? What do we lose if we try to run? Do we lose a combat action or
No,
take
it adds
penalties?
eventually it adds fatigue levels,
Uh-huh.
which then adds penalties.
Okay.
So your penalties go up. You have physical penalties, fatigue penalties, and universal penalties. These all apply to certain skills depending on what it is. The thing is, all three apply to your physical skills,
Okay.
which includes your ability to attack or defend.
Right.
So the more you exert yourself, the more you get fatigued, the more it's harder for you to heft the axe or lift the shield up.
Right.
So you'll see that your percentages keep dropping.
Okay. So, and then endurance is the number of rounds that we can run in or sprint or whatever.
Yeah. So
Before we start taking fatigue.
endurance in rounds for run, half endurance in rounds for sprinting.
Okay. All right.
I'm just getting this brigand set up.
All right.
Okay. So I've reset the combat tracker. We're in round 1, and Isabella gets to go first.
All right. And I am the slow bastard
There.
going last.
Move over there. I can only move 8, so I moved 8 spaces over.
Okay. And you don't have any ranged weapons, so that would be it for your round.
Exactly.
All right.
So now it's the brigand.
Yep.
And these rocks will impede vision. And so will the sort of tree shrubs. So the only person he can see is Isabella.
Crap.
So he marginally succeeds. You marginally fail. So you take an S3 to your left shoulder. You have to do a fumble roll first. You drop the buckler. That's assuming you're right-handed and the weapon's in your right hand. And then you need to roll a shock roll. But you succeed.
Yay, I didn't pass out.
You didn't pass out, but you no longer have a buckler in your hand. And it did apply the injury. Good, it's working out.
Okay.
Yeah,
so
I can't
could
move as fast now.
theoretically-
So now it would be Yurik's turn.
So there is no reason for me to not run forward if he's using a bow and get base to base with him.
Right.
There.
Now that will use up the action economy in this is one action a turn.
Oh, okay. In that case, I'll go right here.
So you're running is your action.
Yeah, I'm gonna run over here. That way, I've still got the cover from the rocks, and I can
Right.
theoretically do something next round.
Yeah, because I think they say it's like 3 seconds.
Right.
It's an actual turn.
Okay. Yeah, I just needed to know because if I could run, I'm still thinking D&D terms. You get a move and an attack,
Yeah,
and I was like, okay. That's why I was asking about the trade-off on the movement because I was trying to determine whether I could run up and attack him straight up.
right.
But I can go find myself some cover behind these rocks. It's fine.
Okay, so since Isabella took the damage, it applied the penalties to you. The brigand gets to go first now.
Do I need to
Fuck.
reroll?
Nope,
'Cause-
it just keeps going until you actually take penalties, and it does it automatically.
so why is it that my initiative has just never changed? It's just been 18 for a minute.
That's probably because of the way and initiative is based off of your agility. I'd have to look that up. Let me look at your character sheet.
Because my initiative, it's like,
Okay, your skill bonus in initiative is 7.
okay.
It's 4 times that, so it's 28. You got a 10% penalty because of all the equipment you're carrying.
Okay, I see what you're getting at.
Yeah.
It's not a re-roll. It's not a roll type thing. It's a set, but it's a set deal. Okay,
Yeah.
I get you.
It's a set deal until you get into hand to hand, then it automatically re-rolls that for you.
Okay. All right.
So, since Isabella's still standing,
He went first this time. Oh shit.
yeah. And he hit her again because he had a marginal success. She has a marginal failure, which is another S2. This time it's a neck injury, and it's a full 8 points straight in. So
Ow.
you need to roll
to my neck.
Now you need to roll a shock roll. And Isabella passes out.
Again.
All right.
Now you notice with the shock roll, the number dice keep getting added to it. So for every injury level, you add a dice. And since you had a 3 and now you took a 2, it added. It's a total of 5 dice. The roll. So it gets harder to survive shock. Now the nice thing is there's no descriptor that you're bleeding out or anything.
Well, that's one positive.
Right.
Yeah, you're not gonna. You just happen to have 2 arrows in you.
Down my neck.
Isabel's out, so it can't be her turn. Okay, Yurik.
All right. I think it's pretty. Well, shit. I can't close on him and attack.
But you can close on him and force him to use something else.
Yeah, which is probably what I'm going to
Shoot with
have
an
to
arrow.
do. It's probably going to have to do. I'm gonna... So I guess I just close.
Yeah.
He's going to beat me on initiative. He's faster.
Yeah. Well, he hasn't taken any wounds. And he's like, oh, where'd you come from? And he's actually going to hit you with the bow.
Okay.
Bows can actually be used as a physical weapon.
Okay. Hopefully it's less effective this way. Oh, let's see. How do I want to handle this? Dodge is particularly low. No, my dodge is decent. And we'll do that. Wow.
I failed marginally. You failed critically. You stumble. but you don't fall down.
Yay! Yeah, I didn't suck as bad as I could have. Alright,
Now it's your actual turn.
alright. Let's do that. That. And let's do that. Axe at him. Oh, I missed.
Attack misses.
Well, he marginally failed at dodge too, so. Oh well. Mm-hmm. He's still going to be faster than me at.
Yes. And you see it's re-rolled initiatives
Okay.
for the two of us. Because there is a chance that if I'm injured, you might get the advantage on me.
Right. I get that.
So dropping anything is a free action. You don't need to worry about it.
Right.
So he's dropping the bow and coming out swinging with his short sword.
Okay. Alright. I feel like. Where's my. Shield is probably my least likely bet. I feel like dodge is probably going to be my best. Wow, both of us stumbled.
Nice!
Just incompetent as shit. This is definitely not some pretty shit from a fucking movie. There
I
is.
rolled the wrong stumble. Yes, you both stand. You're both standing still.
That's fucking great.
Now it's your actual attack.
Okay, so let's try this again. Let's hope we have better luck here. Calculate injury.
We both hit each other.
Abdomen injury.
And you need. Yeah. So you roll a shock roll.
Alright. This ain't gonna be good. Oh, hey, I'm still awake. What do you know? I didn't pass out. Holy shit.
And Brigand gets hit in the left thigh for an S3. And there's only a little bit of cloth sitting on there. So we do a stumble roll. He's still standing. Lord love a duck. And he did not go into shock.
Brutal.
He's probably thinking, son of a bitch, that hurts.
Like, what the fuck? Like, I've never had this hard of a time dealing with this motherfucker or dealing with a peasant before.
You're telling me. The initiatives are getting closer now. But he still gets to go
Yeah,
first.
he's still faster than me. Shit. We'll see how this goes. Well. Hey.
We both hit each other again.
Oh, right forearm. That's not good.
Ow. Do your fumble roll. You're still
Oh,
carrying your weapon, and do the shock roll.
and I'm still
You're
up.
still standing.
Woohoo! Yorick beating the odds.
And he gets hit in the chest.
Whacked him in the chest and the thigh at this point.
And he
Oh,
falls unconscious.
he's down. He's down. I'm gonna take everything he has and I'm gonna go check on my friend.
Oh my god, that's hilarious.
uh, wow. Yeah, he went down. And we might and probably tell the constable where he's laying at because I'm gonna have to drag my friend back to town. I'm gonna have to drag
Yeah.
Isabella back to the farm.
Isabella got it in the left shoulder and then the neck. So he's just like, his aim was pretty good.
Yeah. Well, he ain't got no bow nor arrows anymore. I took that shit. I took his sword too. Fuck you.
Ow, it's too. It's a real good stabby stab. The automated combat will always default to the better damage factor of your weapon.
Nice. Let's see, where am I here? Do-do-do-do. What is it? These are all skills.
So, my thought is this whole system makes you actually have to think before you fight, and not just the normal charge.
Yeah,
It's not D&D.
yeah. You know, this is not a. Haha! I'm going to wade through this. This is a fuck, man. I'm in this, and I have to fucking try to figure out how to survive it. Survivability rates are fucking the rate of being able to win a fight is low. Like I was looking at my shock rolls and my target numbers for my shock rolls and fumble numbers, and it's like 10 and 12. I'm like, fuck. I'm not.
And also, when you were fighting with when both of you were on them, they were getting a penalty because it was a 2-on-1.
Wow. Let's see. Yeah, we're gonna have to be like, make sure that we're.
Brigand is a more superior fighter.
Yeah. We're gonna have to team up on these fuckers. Like, alright.
Yeah, I need a ranged weapon now. I think about it. She might be better at range.
Well, once you're dragged back to the village and you're healed up, you got a perfectly good short bow. And 18 usable arrows.
Melee weapon. Let's see. Short sword. Long knife, Mankar. Oh, there it is. Combat. And then I have short sword. Yay! Although my chances with it aren't particularly great because I'm not well trained with it.
And we're back on pause.
Alright.
So yeah, you could see this is a little bit more thinking
Yeah, you
than just
definitely.
straight up charge and fight or cast off like a spell.
Right. This is much more gritty and realistic. This isn't the same kind of
Yeah.
cinematic you would normally think of in a normal. It's the difference between Guardians of the Galaxy and the 1980s Excalibur movie.
Yeah. Well, it's like I said, it's Columbia Games that made Hernmaster, and Columbia Games is more well known for the boxed bookshelf war games.
Right. So this is definitely
So
like
that's sort of where the combat system came from.
right. And it strikes me as being that thing where like whoever put the system together was like, no, I want the players to actually get the visceral feel of worrying about their characters because there are no resurrections and with every injury they take they get slower and the penalties stack up more and they get you know
Yeah.
forced to constantly roll to stay in the fight anytime you get a big injury. you know and it
Yeah.
really is, and really just on responding to the enemy, because literally I was looking at that. It's like the different options. You want to counter strike, dodge, block, etc., etc. And I was literally looking at my stats and going, what am I best at? Am I going to have a better chance
Yeah.
blocking? Am I going to have a better chance dodging? Am I going to have a better chance with counter strike? Usually counter strike, or usually dodging would have been my best option, but counter strike was my second best. Um, so, I probably could
Yeah.
have tried some dodge
And
rolls.
sometimes there's an advantage to actually counter striking.
hmm Well, a lot of my damage
Yeah.
was done by Counter Strike. You know,
Yeah.
um, fucking being able to get that extra whack in. If you're good at hitting things,
Yeah.
and it actually really makes you think about your character build too, because going forward as I'm leveling up, I know now that if I can either go all rounder and put more into my blocking with my shield proficiency and stuff, and get better with that, to even out with my counter strike, or I can simply just get better with my axe, and just be a counter strike fighter. Every swing they take at
Yeah.
me is an advantage for me to swing at them. You know, so um,
And yeah, you can increase you. Of course, there's this whole system on increasing your skills, but your attributes stay locked. There
right,
is no way in increasing. There's no way to increase them. There is a way to decrease them, and that's getting older.
right, yeah, and that makes sense. You get older, you get slower, you get hurt easier,
Yeah.
and it takes longer to recover. Um,
Yeah.
and I can tell you from experience that your eyesight and your hearing start to, you're not as reliable as they used to be.
Oh, trust me, I know wholeheartedly. Going from just regular glasses to bifocals, like, oh god, really? My eyesight's bad.
Uh,
But yeah, it's just that little bit more realistic, little more gritty in gameplay.
right on.
Yeah. And skills basically are you're either going to pass or you're going to fail. And is it a marginal success or a critical success?
Right.
Because sometimes a critical success will give you bonuses.
Let's see. Look at that short sword again, because I actually kind of want to look at damage because I'm so much better at my hand axe on mages. There is a possibility of selling the short sword for money. I don't know. Your weapon quality, attack 10, defense 5,
But the only
piercing.
person you could sell it to would be the blacksmith.
Right. I mean, I'll keep it for now, but I'm just kind of looking at what the stats are on these. No, that. Looking at each one is. Let's see. Let me see what that means. See what that is. I want to look at details. There we are. Value, defense, attack 10, quality 11. Edge 6, piercing 4. Yeah, I think my hand axe is still just a little bit better. And I'm better at it, so I'm probably better off to either hand this off to somebody who can use it better, sell it, or something. Injuries, abdomen poke, right forearm stab.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would probably be some stuff like, where's the sheriff? Was a bandit outside of town, just over there by the rivers and stuff, and I can show you where he's unconscious. He set upon Isabella and me. You might want to arrest him. Can we get a doctor for Isabella?
Yeah. So there would be no issue on healing or anything. Like I said, this is definitely was a practice session.
Right, exactly.
So all that can be reset. You can get rid of the injuries on your characters.
Alrighty. Boom.
But you get to keep the equipment you found.
Awesome. Sweet.
And he was wearing some armor.
What was he wearing?
So he had a hard leather, or what they call kerbal, half helm, a quilted cowl, which is like the hood type, but it's quilted instead of just cloth. And he had a leather tunic and leather shoes and like the regular cloth tunic and leggings underneath everything. But like I said, the more armor you put on, the more you get a physical penalty.
Right. Can we just get a journal to put that information in? We know that we have it and, kind of discuss what we're going to do with it as we go, because I feel like it's something that might get piecemeal out. A little bit of armor for her, a little bit of armor for me. And I kind of want to see, like, do okay. Let's see.
I'm just figuring permissions now.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, you should be able to edit it.
Okay. So let me put that in. Random inventory, and then journal entry, and then you said there is. Alright, so there is, as far as armor goes, what is it?
A kerbal, and that's spelled Kurbul, half helm.
Helm. Okay. And the next?
A quilt cowl.
Quilt. Type.
It's basically cowl with an L.
Right. Quilt cowl.
If you want to strip him of his actual clothing, there's a cloth tunic and leggings. That's up to you. But he has a leather tunic.
We'll take the leather
and
tunic.
He had leather shoes.
And the leather shoes, because I feel like the cloth breeches and stuff are shit we already have.
Yeah, and I don't know if you want to leave the poor guy naked in the middle of the woods.
Well,
Yeah.
okay.
He shot me in the neck. Forget him.
And leather shoes. Okay.
And his
let's
total
save
weapons
that.
was actually a dagger, a short bow, a short sword, and there's 18 short bow arrows.
Well, I'll put the dagger in the inventory for now, but you get the bow and the arrows since you were wanting a ranged weapon. So I have the extra armor, dagger, and the extra armor and the dagger in our inventory. I took the short sword. Actually, yeah, and I took the short sword for now.
Okay.
So I'll probably end up doing something else with it eventually because the hand axe is just a better deal for me all the way around.
Yeah.
I'm looking at herbal eyelets. What is herbal eyelets? Oh, that's interesting. That's not what we have though. Knee cops, half helm, others. See, that's an armor. That's a weight of 1, a quantity of 1, size of 6. Offers blunt protection of 4, edged of 5, piercing of 4, and fire of 3.
Yeah.
And a leather tunic, which I already have a leather vest, so that probably is a good thing for you. Psychopathic for Isabel. It is leather tunic. It's got blunt 2, edge 4, piercing 3, and fire 3. So that'd give you some added protection from the cloth if you're looking at that. And then the leather shoes. Those are. It looks like all of these are going to be about like blunt, the same range, like blunt 2, edge 4, piercing 3, fire 3. You're going to be right on there. With the leather gear. Let's see, let's look at. Let's go. Oh. And then the quilt cowl is the other thing here. Scale ring quilt cowl. And the quilt cowl is blunt 5, edge 3, piercing 2, fire 4. But it's a weight of 2.4. So something to think over before next week as to what you might want to, how you want to divvy this up. Because I'm thinking the leather tunic should go to you, but it's a question of who gets the Kerbal Health Helm, who gets the quilt cowl, who gets the leather shoes, and who gets the dagger. But I'm not
Take
gonna.
more short stuff, so.
You
Or you
take
can
what?
just leave it all in your hovel.
Yeah, for now we're just gonna kind of just have it, but it's that thing that we could potentially use at some point, or sell or something. That way it's there. So yeah.
Yeah. So let's talk a little bit about your characters and what you're going to do in the village. Because you
Um,
guys are fairly new, probably within a couple of weeks showing up.
all right. Um, well, I'm pretty sure that Yorick is probably just kind of quietly looking for somebody who needs a farmhand. Unless, of course, he's still working on his parents' farm. But
No,
otherwise,
your parents' farm is wherever you came from.
okay, all right. So
So this is,
yeah, so he's probably quietly looking for a job as a farmer, as well as kind of like some place to live. Well, if we unless we already have one, in which case, you know,
um, if you two want to basically present yourself to the reeve of the town, which is like the
right,
head serf,
right,
he can see if there is a place open for you, but you will also be responsible for doing your share of the farming
right, right,
because you are serfs, you are farmers, so
right,
you will be obligated to do a certain amount of work.
right,
That said, it's only so many hours that have to be done, and I can sit down and calculate it out,
right. And I feel
and that's
like
out of the year.
okay, and I feel like Um, I feel like that fucking conversation is probably better for Isabella to have. 'Cause I think she's probably better socially. And for another thing, Yorick lacks the self confidence for public speaking. He's not gonna. He's not likely gonna be the one. He's probably gonna be like the one that's like, we should probably find some jobs. Place to stay, something to do with our time and money. But he's probably like wallflowering it.
Yeah. Okay.
Isabella?
So,
Did we lose psychopathic?
doesn't look it.
I haven't heard him speak in a while, and I know that I go on at the mouth, but
It's
Yeah, no,
working.
he just.
Y'all hear me?
there
I
you
can hear
go.
you.
Yay.
All right, I gotta run and go get my wife from work real fast.
Well, we can call it here. That's not a
Okay.
big problem. So basically, next week we'll get right into it,
All right.
and we'll set up you guys negotiate either work for room and board or getting your own place,
Okay.
and then
Well,
having to work so much, and that type of work would be done in downtime. It would
all right.
not be done while you guys are doing something.
Okay. That's fine. Um.
Okay?
Well, I suppose probably let psychopathic sign off real fast, because since he's got to go.
Yeah, sounds good. So go ahead, psychopathic.
Okay. Uh, shoot, my name's Scott. Psych, whatever. I don't even remember what my name was. Isabella. I played her today, and I got shot a lot and died. It happens, I guess. I don't know. This system's kind of cool. It makes you actually think, and I kind of like that. It's different. I think I'm cool with that. Okay, so what else? What else am I in? Tomorrow night I'm in the instruments. I'll play Knight, and where Knight really wants to fix this stupid blackout thing so he can have his cool shorts back, so he can have his bunches of snack cakes. Yeah, that's what his concern is. He don't care about whatever politics that Acer's pulling. He don't care. And then on Thursday, I'm in that Fast Cars Clear Gyms.
Mm-hmm.
Remember what my character's name is? It's Mikey.
Yep.
Which he's kind of cool. I don't remember. He hid in an office, found out the security codes and whatnot. That was kind of cool. And then you said we are doing Ballad of Menagerie on Friday, where I'll be playing chess again. Yay!
Mm-hmm.
And I believe this Saturday we are doing the Bitter Ends,
Yep.
where I'll be Castiel. And I don't know, I pulled people out of the water. I don't know what we're doing next. And I believe that was everything. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so head off and get your wife so she doesn't get angry.
Right?
Go for it, Justin.
I guess it takes to me. Ladies and gentlemen, I am the Just King Zerat, and boy, is it a big week for me. Fire Strike last night, Oselburg tonight. Tomorrow night I'm not doing anything, but Thursday night I'm back for Clear Gyms and Fast Cars. Friday night, as you have heard, the return of the Ballad of the Menagerie, as will be opening on a new time, Friday nights, 11:30 p.m. Central, for those of you who are interested in checking it out. And then Saturday night, we are on for the Bitter Ends, our Wave World sessions, where we have they just got done with a benefit concert and they got done with fighting a giant mutated squid again. That giant mutant squid, telling you. You can also occasionally catch me over on my other channel of Zerat playing video games, where I make sarcastic comments about said video games and have a great deal of fun. I haven't done anything recently, but I probably will here soon, just as soon as I find time to do it, to do something with it. And I think I'm going to keep it short tonight and end it with that.
Okay. And that brings it back to me. I'm Brian. I'm the Game Master for tonight, and this has been Oselburg in the Harnmaster system. We did combat practice tonight, which is proven that it can be quite brutal. But as they grow and they gain experience, it will get a little easier, which is a good thing. And we will start into the game next week. And hopefully they will have a place to stay at by the end of that. Living out in streets, if you want to call it, in medieval times, just not fun.
Right?
For anybody. Besides that, this Sunday you can find me in the Cosmos interlude of Cowboy Bebop, where I play Jack Harton, the solo that, he just follows what he's told. He gets his mission brief, he does it. That's it. He's pretty straightforward. They say no witnesses. There's going to be no witnesses. And that's how he goes. And on Mondays, you can find me playing Shaba Young in the Fire Shrike, who was the captain of Fire Shrike. I think Mark IV it was, that rendition. Now it's completely gone. Our original ship died. But that's all part of the master plan. Now the Radish is really going to get it, because they let me design the Mark V, and I'm telling you, that thing's going to be brutal. But Commodore Sai wanted a gunship. He got a gunship. So we're just going to have some fun. Big battle coming Monday. This is when Shaba and Murch decide to finally square off of each other, though I probably won't see Murch because he's scared shitless of Shaba. But yeah, we're going to have fight. His henchmen think they're going to do some damage. Well, they may not. I don't know. We'll find out. All depends. But anyway, that is it, ladies and gentlemen, and have a good night.
And